Hi guys, good evening. It is Sunday night, and we have just two kids at the house this weekend because two of our boys are at church camp. So it is very quiet at home, and I wanted to come on and give you another math pro tip to help with math at home. And this one goes for all subjects, all topics. This one can help you out with a lot of things at home. So my name is Nell Stortz, and I with Follow the Formula, and I help kids with homeschool math, taught by Homeschool Mom. But a lot of my tips and tricks will help whether or not your kids are homeschool or not. So tonight, last week I gave a tip, and a lot of you liked it, about how to help your kids wake up in the morning. So if you didn't see that, you might want to go back and watch it. And tonight I have another tip. So first, a story. So my husband, Justin, and I have actually known each other since the first day of high school. And in high school, he played a lot of video games. Now, he still plays video games. It's a hobby that has ebbed and flowed in our lives together. But whenever we were just friends in high school, I did not like to play video games. And I'm going to watch him a lot, but I never liked it. I, would do other things. And that was before I had a phone to use while I was watching him play video games. So I had to learn how to make myself busy. But I did realize in my early adulthood, why I didn't like video games. And it's because I was not good at them. So even like back to like early Nintendo days, we had one, and with Mario Brothers, I could never get past like stage 1, maybe stage 2 or level 1, level 2. I've just never been good at video games. And when you die on a video game, it says game over, start over, or the end, start over, or whatever. And I never want to start over because I was completely unmotivated. I was not very good at them, so I didn't want to do them. So when I became an adult, I realized how often things that we're not good at, especially when it's like hobbies or things you're learning, we just don't do. How many adults do you know that, they're not good at cooking, so they just don't do it. They're not good at whatever. And so there's hobbies and stuff we don't take on because we're not good at them. Or there's activities we don't do because we're not good at them. And so that idea, though, when I was teaching, helped me realize how kids feel, especially in math. So there's so many kids that feel like they're not good at math, that they don't like it. But the reason they don't like it is usually because they're not good at it. And if I'm told that I'm not good at something or that I'm wrong all the time, I don't want to keep doing it. So as an adult, I quit. But as obviously our kids have to continue to do math. So the idea here is that if you're constantly told, nope, wrong, X, red line, you don't want to keep doing something. So how can we relate this to our homeschool math, or even to our kids who are bringing math home from public school? And a couple of ideas. One is, whenever possible, try not to say things like wrong, not right, whatever, when you're talking to kids in math. So now, if you're doing quick facts, yes, you can do like a thumbs up, thumbs down, some kind of something with your kids to say, yes, you got it right, or no, you didn't. But I'm talking about when we're especially when we're solving word problems, or when we are talking through math, there's other things you can say. So one of my favorite things you can say to kids is, how did you get that? Okay, so often if we're talking through a story problem or an application problem, or we do this in the car, the kids want problems. So we give them a problem, especially my littles. So we, ask them, if we buy so many pizzas and there's this many people, how many pizzas does everyone get? Okay, that's like a super easy one. So when they say a number that is wrong or not the right answer, instead of saying, no, wrong, you can say, which I know everyone wants it to be, you're not doing that on purpose. That's kind of sometimes our first reaction is like, oh, nope, wrong answer. So you can say, how did you get that? So when they start talking through their answer, most of the time they catch it. They find their mistake along the way, and then they can figure it out. And if not, you can say, oh, I see where you got off track. Or you can say, I think right here is where you need to look again. Okay, so that is a great thing to say. Now, on the flip side of that, when I taught public school, I also taught GT kids, and man, those kids were wicked smart. So a lot of times, so this can help you that have upper level math kids, that maybe you're not confident in the math that you're helping them with, or that they're explaining to you. Sometimes when you say, where did you get that, or how did you get that, it can show you where they're headed, and it can help you see if they've got the answer right. So when I taught GT kids, a lot of times they would ask questions or show methods that I didn't really understand. So in order to buy myself some time to like see where they were headed or see where the answer was, I would say, hey, how did you get that? And they would explain it to me, and then I'd catch up to them, right? So that can help if you have upper level kids. But the key here is just really trying to give encouragement in a way that lets them know maybe they're not quite on track, but not at you're wrong. Because once again, as adults, when you get told you're wrong a lot, you give up on that task. And these kids have to stick with math at least through college, right? So they can't just give up on that task. So once again, say things like, tell me how you got that, or I see where you got off track, or explain that to me, and we can go from there. Okay, so try not to discourage in that way. And once again, you can do, if you're doing quick math facts or quick math, like a thumbs up, thumbs down is a really quick way without having to say the words you're wrong all the time. And maybe it's just me, but that kind of helps, be a little bit more encouraging. And so I think that was my tip for the night. Also, see, what else did I have? I guess that's it. So try to be positive. Try to, give them encouragement whenever you can. Oh, and if this has been helpful to you, this is my last thing now, I remember, if you would please share it, that I would really appreciate it. So if this has been helpful to you, or if there's any other moms or dads out there who you think this would help and benefit, if you would share this video, that would be great, and I would really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, ask them in the comments. Next week, I'm going to do a video just answering some of the questions I got last week and this week on how to help you with doing math at home. And like I said, this will help. Hopefully this helps not just math, but in a lot of other areas. See how you can use this to encourage your kids while also guiding them and keeping it in an encouraging, positive way so that we can have kids who love math, okay? And learning all together. So anyway, hope you have a great night. Like I said, it's Sunday. Get ready for a great week and that everyone's summer is going awesome. Thanks so much, guys. See y'all later. Bye.